Hi, I'm Matt Penney. I'm the Director of Parking and Transportation Services here at Baylor University and a training specialist with IPMI. Baylor University switched to mobile LPR enforcement several years ago, and we've been using it for the past 5 years. Over that time, we've gotten to share some thoughts and some learning experiences with other universities, and I wanted to bring that to an IPMI video to help any of you parking managers that might be thinking about LPR enforcement on your campus. Hey, one of the first things we want to talk about is with mobile LPR enforcement, you need to look at the pathways for the cars that you'll be using. So in this example, you'll see that we've got two parking lots that are on the Baylor campus. One of them, the one on the bottom left here, it shows the yellow arrow, and the yellow area is ideal for mobile LPR enforcement. This entire lot is designated the same. And so the car can drive through, and with cameras on both sides, it can make one pass through this parking lot and quickly determine if the proper permits are on the right cars. However, if you look at the other parking lot, and that's the lot in red, it kind of looks a little more like tree branches. And so with that, that's not ideal for mobile LPR enforcement. What you would be doing to pick up all those plates is you would have to go up the aisle, back down the aisle. It creates a safety issue that you really don't want to do, and so it's not ideal for mobile LPR enforcement. And so as you think about it, you need to look at the layout of some of your lots and maybe alter them to fit their need. The next thing we want to talk about with LPR enforcement on this next slide is mixed lot or mixed use of a single lot. So here again in the bottom right, you're going to see a lot is ideal. You drive right through the lot, and all the permits are the same. On the top with the red arrow, what you see is a mixed use lot, and specifically LPR is sometimes challenged. LPR does the best in a single lot where all the permits are the same, and it really excels in large areas like that. In a mixed use lot, LPR has a little more challenges. So if you have a lot that has a lot of ADA spaces involved, or a lot of reserved spaces, that's a little harder. That's not ideal for LPR usage. One of the things we're interested in is you'll look at the red arrow. It shows an aisle, and on one side of the aisle is a visitor permit on the Baylor campus, and on the other side of the aisle is a faculty and staff permit on the Baylor campus. And we didn't know how that was going to work out. What we found was mobile LPR does very well. You simply turn the camera off for one side and you drive down it, and then you switch the permissions that you're using, and you drive back through with the camera on the other side with a different permission. So a split aisle wasn't a challenge. The mixed use of ADA and reserved spaces inside of a lot was more of an issue for Baylor. As I talk to a lot of other universities and they look at how they want to go LPR and virtual permits, they're very excited. They're very determined that they're not going to use any physical permits whatsoever. Sometimes I caution them to slow down just a little bit. Even Baylor on our campus, we still find some little areas on campus where we want to use physical permits. This is an example. We still use physical permits on our moped lots. Our moped lots, they are not ideal for driving between. Actually, the lanes that we've created to maximize the space are too small for an LPR vehicle to get through. And the number of the number of moped that we have on campus is pretty small, so we're able to walk that with a simple visual patrol, and it actually works better than LPR. So I want to caution you against saying that you're not going to have any physical permits or that you don't want any physical permits. Sometimes even with LPR, it makes more sense to have a physical permit. Overall on the Baylor campus, we were able to cover about 88% of our campus with our two LPR cars. We were very pleased with that. I think we actually squeezed a little bit more out of it as we got better and better with the system. That still left about 12% of our campus that we needed to patrol in a different way. We have 4 staff members here at Baylor, so we have 2 LPR cars covering the mass of campus, and then we have 2 staff that cover that other small percentage, and it works out really well. Hey guys, thanks for giving me time today. Just want to kind of overview some of the things that Baylor has learned with LPR, mobile LPR enforcement. There are a lot of other schools that we've learned a lot from, and we just want to share our experience. Again, for IPMI, my name is Matt Penney at Baylor University. Thanks.